Hello all, this is an introduction to tables with multiplication and division, 3.5e. Tables are information organized in rows and columns. It includes words and numbers, and they can be vertical or horizontal. Now remember, rows go across horizontally. If, for example, if you're to go to the movies, you're sitting in rows going across. Columns go up and down, which is vertical. Now, tables can be displayed horizontally, just like these right here, or vertical, up and down, like these. It displays the same information. It's just going up. It's just displayed two different ways, vertically or horizontally. The two numbers in a number pair are related by a rule. A rule describes how the first number in a pair is made into the second number. So, for example, right here, these are number pairs. This is a number pair, and this is a number pair. Now, each number pair is connected by a rule or a pattern. This says, what is the relationship between each number pair? The word relationship means how two things are connected. So these numbers are connected in many different ways. And so our job when working with tables is to find how those numbers are connected. Now, number pair, in a number pair, there's always two numbers. Pair means two. If your teacher tells you to get in pairs, that means she wants you to get with one other person. That makes two, you and the other person. You have a pair of ears, or you have two ears. You have a pair of eyes. You have a pair of hands, a pair of legs. Pair means two. So in a number pair, there will always be two numbers. Here, there's two sets of number pairs, set one and set two. So we're going to try to find the rule. How did we get from 4 to 12? How did we get from 25 to 5? What is the relationship between those two numbers? The word relationship means how those two things are connected. And the word relationship can be used with numbers, but also in real life. Like I have a relationship with my daughter. I'm her mother and she's my daughter. That's how we're connected. So if you're looking at number pairs, if the numbers are increasing, which means, of course, the numbers are going up, the rule will be either addition or multiplication, because those two operations make your numbers increase. If the numbers are decreasing, and remember decreasing means your numbers are going down, they're getting smaller, the rule will be either subtraction or division, because those two operations make your numbers go down. They make your numbers decrease. With division and subtraction, you are separating equal groups or you're separating objects. With multiplication and addition, you are joining equal groups or joining objects. Okay, so from 4 to 12, are the numbers increasing or decreasing? They are increasing, right? So going back to this rule, it either has to be addition or multiplication. So how did they get from 4 to 12? It would be 4 times 3. Oops, write it up here. Times 3. Okay, and then if we wanted to do the opposite, you can go back this way and you would do the opposite. The opposite of times 3 multiplied by 3 is to divide by 3. Because 12 divided by 3 would be 4. And 4 times 3 is 12. Now, in a table, you would have more number pairs. And once you think you know the rule, you have to do it with all of them. Because it has to be true for all of them, not just one. But here, of course, we only have one. Okay, from 25 to 5. 25, are the numbers going up or down? They're going down, right? So that's either subtraction or division. Okay, so this one would be 25 divided by 5. If I want to go the opposite way, I can say that is 5 times 5. Okay, now we're going to do an example together. This problem says Danny's Pizzeria made a chart showing the number of pizzas sold to different numbers of customers. Okay, so we always label our input. Input. That is, and this table is horizontally, isn't it? It's going across. Okay, so we have our input, that's where your numbers start, and then you have your output. And I always have my students right here, put rule, because that's very important. They have to label their input, output, and then write your rule right here, whatever rule you find. So these are your number pairs: 1 and 1, 3, 2 and 6, 3 and 9, and 4 and 12. We have 4 sets of number pairs. So we have to decide what rule, how these numbers are connected to each other. What is the relationship? How did they get from 1 to 3? Well, someone might say, well, 1 plus 2 is 3, which is right. That you're right, is 1 plus 2 is 3. But remember, once we said, if you think you know the rule, it has to be true for all the numbers in the number pair. So let's test that out. Is 2 plus 2 6? No, it's not. So it can't be addition. So we know the numbers are going up because it's going from 1 to 3, 2 to 6, 3 to 9, 4 to 12. Those numbers are going up. So we know that it's either addition or multiplication. But we already ruled out addition. It didn't work, right? So it has to be multiplication. How do they get from 1 to 3 if you multiply? That's right, 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, and then let's keep the rule going. Is 2 times 3 6? Yep. Is 3 times 3 9? Yep. And I like to put a little check mark there just to tell myself, okay, I checked it. I know it's right. Is 4 times 3 12? Yep. So my rule is times 3. Anybody know another way to say times 3? That would be triple. Just like triplets. If a mom has triplets, she has 3 babies. Like tricycle, triangle, they have 3. Tricycle has 3 wheels, a triangle has 3 sides. Triple means times 3. Which shows the, oh look, there's that word again, relationship. And that means how 2 things are connected, which shows the relationship between the number of pizzas and the number of customers. So they want to know how these numbers are related to each other. And we already found that out. We know that it's times 3 or triple. So let's read the choices. The number of pizzas is half the number of customers. Now, is that true? Is this half this number? We know it's less, but is it half? No, right? It's 3 times less. Half means that you divide by 2. When you cut a number in half, you are dividing by 2. So that's not correct. The number of customers, which is here, the number of customers, is 3 times the number of pizzas. 3 times the number of pizzas. Is that right? That is correct. That is what we found. So we're going to put a little question mark here. It's most likely that one, but we're going to go through the C and D just to double check. C, the number of customers is double the number of pizzas. Double means 2 times. We found that it was 3 times, right? It's not 2 times. Another way to say double is twice. You can say 2 times. You can say double. Double is half. Double is the opposite of half. When you half a number, you divide by 2. When you double a number, you multiply by 2. So those 2 things are opposite of each other. It's not double, right? We know that. The number of customers is equal the number of pizzas. Well, equal means that it would be the same. Equal means the same. And we know those are not equal. These numbers are not the same. So that is false. The true statement is this one. That one shows the relationship between the number of customers and the number of pizzas. 3 times, or times 3, or triple. Okay, that is all for today. We will see you next time.